Tonight, only on NBC5 News, we're beginning a three-part series focusing on mental health, both on and off the job, at the region's largest law enforcement agency. It's part of our suicide prevention and mental health awareness initiative, Tomorrow Needs You. NBC5's Craig Smolin takes us behind the scenes in this exclusive series.
Police officers work some of the most stressful jobs in the world. And that's why talking about mental health is something they do on a daily basis to make sure officers take care of themselves, but also to be better prepared for what they might encounter out on the street.
They're trying to do their best and they're out there. And it feels good to know that sometimes maybe you had a positive impact on that person and going down that path.
Medford Police Sergeant Josh Schilder manages a patrol team of 8 sworn officers, 12 hours a day, 3 days a week. They see everything. And he says the situation in the Rogue Valley is far different now than when he joined MPD's patrol team exactly 20 years ago.
It seems like there is a lot more mental health related calls than we dealt with before. And just the way it's viewed and dealt with now is way different than it was in 2005.
Many of us are more aware now of the importance of talking about our own mental health. But for officers on the front lines dealing with people in crisis, interacting with people who are mentally ill is not only incredibly difficult, but potentially dangerous.
It honestly is an everyday thing. It is an everyday thing. Sometimes it's an hourly thing where we're dealing with some type of mental health call.
Like for MPD's Livability Team, which launched back in September 2019 to help the unhoused along the Greenway in downtown, developing relationships is key. Schilder's team also often comes across many of the same people in crisis.
There are people we deal with consistently, and we know they have some type of mental health diagnosis. And it is something we discuss because, I mean, one thing you want to do is you want to talk about it. You want to kind of have a game plan before you deal with this person.
All Medford police officers undergo specialized training each and every year. The Crisis Intervention Training, as it's called, or CIT, is run by the professionals here at Jackson County Health.
You have a lot of people experience different types of mental health related issues. And sometimes they'll come to us just for help. Hey, where can I go for this? This is what I'm experiencing. Yeah. And being able to provide that resource is a huge part for us. The biggest tool that we have, honestly, one of them is our ability to communicate and de-escalate.
The work with mental health professionals sometimes continues even beyond the classroom and into the field.
It's one of our greatest tools we have is being able to contact Jackson Mental Health Crisis while we're on incidents and say, hey, this is what's going on. This is who we have here. This is the incident. Can you maybe send someone out to help us out? That sometimes what we can do is if we have someone that wants maybe to speak to someone mental health, we can bring them down here and we'll bring him in the back door right here.
For Sergeant Schilder, who has a young family of his own, it can be frustrating. He believes there's a lack of facilities and funding for people having mental health problems, especially juveniles.
We're truly hurting on the juvenile side of things. And there are a lot of kids that need help. There are a lot of kids that need help. Like, I can't stress enough is like community involvement in dealing with mental health. Because honestly, law enforcement alone can't deal with the crisis. You know what I mean? We can try to broker as much as possible, but it takes everyone to truly help someone.
Coming up in part 2 of this exclusive series, we're sitting down with retired MPD detective Diane Sandler, who spent much of her decades-long career working some of the city's most difficult child maltreatment and abuse cases. All of it while raising a young family of her own. That's Wednesday night right here on NBC5. And remember, if you or someone you know is going through a mental health crisis, you can call or text the National Suicide and Prevention Lifeline 988 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. In Medford, Craig Smolin, NBC5 News.